Okay, what's up, everybody? Rev Sauce 9. So give me a minute. I need to go through all my platforms here for a second. And we are live on YouTube, Twitch. Sorry about yesterday. I know I didn't stream yesterday. I know. I hear you. Oh, dear God. Oh, dear God. Okay. Let me get things figured out. Hold on. Audio's fucked up right now. Hold on, because that's the usual in my setup, because I usually switch things and I forget to change things. So we're going to put that as auxiliary. I need to get my title set up here. Stream Elements is saying I'm live. Yeah, I'm live. So there we go. Yesterday I had IBS issues, so I apologize. Had in advance. So there you go. Beam, let me make sure I get that taken care of here. Okay. Kick, let me get that taken care of real quick. So I'm going to start doing reviews across the board on all platforms, so just get prepared for it. Okay. I know. I got my stupid mini VPN on. I know. I fucking suck. Okay, cool. Okay, so kick. Thinks I'm a bot. I'm not a bot. Okay, so we're not a bot here. Let me see if I can change. I got the Lakers game going on in the background, so I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for that necessarily, but whatever. If I do, I do. Okay. Well, now this is becoming a headache. I moved my setup around. This is what happens when you move. When you move your setup around, that's what happens. Really? There you go. Okay. When you move your setup around and things go haywire. Yeah, so I put my Series S on my desk. And I'm going to probably move it more this way so I don't have to deal with it, because I like it right over there. So let me... make sure here I got this going over here. Yeah. Okay. All right. I got to go over to Rumble real quick. Hope everybody's having a great start of their weekend. My name is Rev Sauce. I am officially back. Yesterday, I had IBS problems yesterday. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I was nonstop shitting. Like, I am not going to lie to you guys. From probably the time I got up at 12 in the afternoon all the way up until like 5 at night, I couldn't stop. Like, either my stomach was like in pain or I was just like dying. And I could chalk that up to either the coffee, could chalk that up to whatever. I got up, had one sip of coffee, and I was down for the count. So, sorry. If you guys are coming and watching this, make sure if you're rewatching this after the fact it's live, please make sure to rewind, like I would say 5-10 minutes into this, because usually I'm usually having technical difficulties usually, so just keep that in mind with me. Live, am I live? Okay, so I'm not live. Okay, so we'll just go live then. Create a live stream, yeah. Should be live. So if you guys are watching, hold on, I'm still like, I know it's supposed to, I'm all fucked up in the paint right now, so bear with me. Bear with me. Okay. All right. Get that all set up here. Entertainment. It's fine. Whatever. Second category. I don't care enough. It's the glorious part of streaming to so many platforms. You fucking. Okay, there guesstimate. Get stream configure. Oh, there we go. Okay. We'll just copy this one. We'll go here, and then we'll edit this one right here, save. I should be live over on another platform. Okay, what's up, everybody? RevSauce9. So this is our week of SmackDown review. I didn't do an AEW Dynamite review this week, because I didn't watch it. I was busy doing a million things on Wednesday. I was game streaming and doing a million things, and then I got sick. So there you go. And by the way, I'm an AEW fanboy that just didn't cover fucking AEW this week, right? You know, I should change my titles. Instead of saying, like, SmackDown review, it should be from an AEW fanboy's perspective or something of the range, just to fuck with people, because people like to call me an AEW fanboy. Yeah, just, you know, for fun, I should just fuck with people back. I don't know. I'm just fucking kidding. Anyway. So tonight, Zelina Vega wins the United States Championship. What a move WWE did. They needed to. She's been way over for a minute. I honestly will tell you guys straight up tonight, WWE did the right move. Chelsea Green has been around doing all the stuff. She's been around doing all the marketing stuff for WWE. It was about time they put the belt on the right person. I think Zelina Vega needed a belt. I thought for a while there they would have introduced a mid-card title just to have her be the first one. I thought maybe they would have put her in NXT and had her win the NXT belt at once upon a time. Ever since they did that Puerto Rico show about a year and a half ago, I thought they should have put a belt on her immediately, because she was way over with the audience. Now, I think it's a little bit way too late, I think, to put something on Zelina Vega. But Zelina Vega better be holding this title for a very long time, personally. I'll be disappointed if they don't. Randy Orton and John Cena for Backlash. Let me be honest with you. I'm not excited about this because I know the outcome. They're going to set it up to where John Cena maintains the title. Randy Orton is just there to have big match feel with John Cena. Who's fooling who? I get some of you are going to be excited and say, oh my God, cinema, WWE, cinema, Triple H, bravo, you're doing the right thing. No, they're doing this way too soon. I would rather this be, honestly, a SummerSlam match. I just think that this is too soon, and John Cena is going to retain said belt. Nia Jax, Tiffany Stratton, they're still pulling the trigger with that. I thought Tiffany Stratton already beat Nia Jax. We're doing Nia Jax again. We're doing this 50-50 booking shit, and I'm tired of it. Stop giving me the same fucking shit. Okay, I should be live. Hopefully this is live. So hopefully I'm live, but whatever. I should be live. Yeah, should be live, hopefully. But yeah, no. I'm happy that Aleister Black's back. Again, I'm gonna be honest with a lot of you. That's how you do it. That's how you build. That's how you build a feud. Starting The Miz. Yes, I know The Miz is just a glorified jobber at this point, but hey, I would rather honestly see The Miz take a kick and bring Aleister Black. I'm gonna butcher him for a minute. But yeah, that's how I see things with that. But yeah, if you come in to watch my review, to be honest with you, I've been real frank about how I feel about WWE. It's been 50-50 booking. They needed to have a blast of a show. They have to take people's minds off of what's going on with The Rock and Triple H at this point. They need to. They have to. They have no other choice. The Rock went out on Pat McAfee show and literally, no joke, literally said the fans are stupid. They have to do something right now to take the minds off of The Rock. Did they do it tonight with what I was looking for? Absolutely not. They didn't. I did not like the TLC match at all. I was complaining because they kept saying, oh, it's the best TLC matches ever done, WWE's ever done in history. And it's like, where the fuck have you been? The early 2000s will never, ever, 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 ever be touched. Devon Dudley, it was like spit in the face of Devon Dudley, the Dudley Boys, Edge and Christian. No, those matches had beginning, middle, and end. You will never compete with those. WWE is way too safe nowadays when it comes to TLC matches. And it doesn't hit the same, not in 2025 that it would in 2020. So there you go. Again, the way I see it again is WWE's playing it safe. Tonight, WWE played it safe with a little bit of everything tonight. Again, trying to take your mind off of Triple H, The Rock's feud that's going on in the boardroom. So they're trying really hard. They tried to make this SmackDown. I'm kind of down on it because, to be honest with you, I wasn't a big fan on things. And I'll still not be a big fan of things. You know, people could disagree with me, but this show honestly could have been better. I felt from the minute go it could have been better. For instance, the TLC match. Why are we giving Tiffany Stratton and My Hole again another opportunity at the title? It just seems like it's either going to be we throw Bianca Belair out there or we throw Nia Jax out it, and it's like, again, I come back to it. Where did Bianca deserve a women's world heavyweight title match? Again, the same how I feel over on the other side. Nia Jax was beaten all last year. Why is she coming back? Why are we still regurgitating the same shit, expecting the same results? Again, that Triple H 50-50 booking, when I see it, he thinks The Rock and Triple H are kind of alike, right? Where they act all friendly and all this shit, and then when it comes down to it, you know, they're the ultimate call makers. I feel like they spit in the fans' face all the time. But again, Selena Vega was the right move tonight. That's why I got the picture up there. She literally, no joke, figuratively needed a title. Honestly, I felt that, and they kept calling her the underdog. I just felt like she was the afterthought. And I feel the same way about Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross should be on Raws and SmackDowns, but I feel like he's one way out the door, in the door, out the door. And I like Aleister. I like Karrion Kross. Aleister Black, wait and see. I said the same thing about Rusev. We got to give it time. Rusev's under a 2-year deal. I'm assuming Aleister Black's under a 2-year deal. Same type of deal. Maybe he signed a 3-year. Who knows? I expect big things from Aleister Black in comparison to Rusev. Rusev came in. Yeah, he had a better re-debut. He had a better comeback than Aleister Black. I think Aleister Black, we're feeding him the same thing. We're doing the same thing with him as AEW did. And by the way, for people to sit here and say, well, WWE's going to treat him right. These two individuals did not want to play ball with AEW to begin with. They were there for the money. They weren't really there. They were there to take Tony Khan's money, but they weren't really there to put over people and stuff like that. More Aleister Black, from the reports, it's now proven right. He didn't want to be there, so he took money, and that's just what happened. Tonight, having the Street Profits win, great. I'm happy they're pushing the Street Profits, but again, this should have been a WrestleMania card thing. They should have had this on the WrestleMania card. But now, honestly, reading what Triple H wants to do with pay-per-views, he only wants to keep them to a minimum 4 to 5 hours at tops. But the problem is with that is people are going to get lost in the sauce, and that's my whole thing with that. So, again, by the way, we are back better than ever, baby. Like a locomotive, we are back. If you guys don't know, now you know. We are definitely back. Anyway, tonight, game streaming. Last night, I had IBS, so I've been streaming the past 3 days. My IBS kicked in. I started dying. I know a lot of people think I don't exist or I'm dead or whatever. No, I'm here. I'm here. I'm here all weekend long, and I'm gonna be here all minus I have to clean my house and whatnot for the evaluation on Tuesday. Minus that, I'll be streaming here and there, so expect that from me. We are monetized on Beam, by the way. I'm excited about that. We finally got that. We're live on Trovo. I know people don't, expect me to stream to Trovo, but I do here and there. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Rumble. So there you go. So, yeah, Beam, that's the multi-streaming service I use, and, yeah. It is what it is. He'll probably be drafted in the 4th round, and if not, he'll probably not be drafted at all. I haven't watched the NFL draft because to me, I'm watching the NBA playoffs and the NHL and things like that, so, Speaking of, the Lakers are on, and they're down by 4. So, there you go. First round, they're tied 1-1. Anyway. Well, the Clippers are playing against a Denver team that's struggling. So, of course, the Clippers. But the Clippers are well known for one thing. They choke. Every year they choke. And honestly, I can't give Kawhi Leonard any, like Kawhi Leonard's been more hurt than anything. Kawhi Leonard turns it on and then turns it off. So, Kawhi Leonard's injury prone. So, the Clippers, that's the other LA team, but I'm a Lakers fan. So, at the end of the day with the Clippers, I like James Harden and but both of those guys don't really show up in the playoffs often. Right now, Leonard's playing for a contract right now, currently. Leonard's playing his contract, that's why. And he's trying to prove the doubters wrong because he's always hurt or he doesn't want to play. So there you go. There's my 2 cents on the Clippers. And the Clippers need to do better. They have to. That's why they went and they, at the trade deadline, that's why they went out of their way to fucking get these a bunch of players that they needed. Aleister Black tonight, which was surprising. There was a little reaction to Aleister Black tonight, which was surprising. At last, they didn't Def Rebel his theme. Let him keep his original. Yeah, I knew he was going to keep his original. They do the same with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley, LA Knight. They really haven't modified very many. Selena Vega's got a new one, but hers is not bad. She won the title tonight, which I was really happy about. WWE's doing the right thing. They need to start making their mid-card titles to where they give these mid-card talents that they feel at least 90 days with the title and then have them move on. Move on to the next. For instance, tonight I was really not happy with Jade Cargill getting a kind of a title. Like I don't know what we were thinking with that. That's that Triple H 50-50 booking, and I wasn't happy about that at all. I kind of was like going, what in the world are we doing? What are we doing as far as Jade Cargill? Because Jade Cargill, I'm going to be honest, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear this from me, she can't wrestle. Her matches are garbage. The crowd was dead. Did you not pick up on that? Everything I'm telling you is right. Jade Cargill is not a draw. Jade Cargill sucks the air out of a room. And you could tell tonight that Jade Cargill, quite literally, no joke, figuratively, wasn't good. They were trying to make her look strong. The same thing that AEW did, and it didn't work out well. They're trying to make her the next China, 9th woman of the world, and it's not working. There's just something that just doesn't add up with Jade, and I'm sorry to say this, but Jade's a failed project. I have literally said this. I was a fan of Jade. I said Jade's got time. But she's had this time. She's had this time to figure it out. And she looks awful. I'm sorry, she's awful. Nobody can change my mind. When I watch her match, it's me Borg, me do robot, me move. Oh, I come on the mic, I talk tough. Bro, You are not legitimately serious. You are robot. You act like robot, do robot move over here, slam over here, slam over there. I get up on the ring. I do a little German suplex type deal. I try to do the jaded. When I can't do it, I can't figure it out. I'm robot, me Jade. That's what she does. And I'm not sorry for my comments with that one. Plus, Naomi and Damian Priest are getting rematches instantly, which is repetitive, so annoying, frustrating. No. I mean, Naomi, I mean, they're continuing feuds. I mean, to be honest with you, they're continuing feuds. I'm telling you, WWE has nothing. They have all this women's talent, but they're doing nothing with it. Like, let's keep it a buck. Outside of Selena Vega, okay, winning a title, right? Oh my God, somebody in my house is yelling at the dogs. Good Lord. Outside of Selena winning a title, what is there? I mean, yes, her and Chelsea's feud's going to be pretty good because Chelsea's going to have to get the title back. Again, I felt tonight, like, what is up with the United States title and these, like, I guess Triple H likes Fatal 4-Ways. He likes Fatal 4-Ways. Well, yeah, I mean, I get where you're coming from with that, but at the same time, I see what Triple H is trying to do. I do. And at the same time, I understand a little bit of it. I get that he wants to continue feuds, keep the blood feuds going. But the other thing I find with Triple H that annoying is, like, he likes Fatal 4-Ways. And I'm personally not, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I'm not a fan of John Cena and Randy Orton right off the rip. I don't know, whoever thought that was a good idea should be fired immediately. I don't understand it. If you're going to do John Cena and Randy Orton off the rip, right, if you're going to do that, then you want to push them for like a SummerSlam, a bigger pay-per-view than Backlash. Backlash, I get it's in Randy Orton's home. Before some guy goes, oh, this is going to be cinema, man. No. Please go kick rocks because this is not going to be cinema. Let me tell you how it's going to play. It's predictable. Randy Orton's going to get fucked with by somebody. It's predictable. Predictable. It's the night and day. Comes to Raw, SmackDown. I don't understand their decisions. Well, Randy Orton, I get it. He's the hometown hero, right? He is not winning. I'm sorry to tell most of you this. He's not winning a 15th title. He's not beating John Cena clean. Trust me. Like, Randy Orton is not winning a title right now. Let me keep that a buck with a lot of you. You could turn around, and you could tell me all day long, oh, well, no. This John Cena title run so far has been a little lackluster, I should say. Whatever. But I'm not a big fan of it. I won't be a big fan of it. I do appreciate John Cena's heel, right? Okay, I appreciate John Cena's heel, right? But at the same time, the way they're booking him, the way they're going about it, the way they're doing the things, I'm not a big fan. And then now, like, there's teases of Goldberg now. Do you notice they're trying to plant the seeds for Goldberg? Some WWE legend called out Gunther for what he did. It was Goldberg. Come on now. I think WWE thinks us people are stupid. I know it's going to be Bill Goldberg and fucking Gunther one final time, and Gunther's going to retire Goldberg. Come on. It's predictable. Well, okay, so the reports on that is Alexa Bliss is supposed to become the new leader of the Wyatt Sick. And by the way, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I know people are gonna hate me for my opinion with this one, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. I know you guys like nostalgia. I hear a lot of you, Bray Wyatt this, Bray Wyatt that. It needed to die when Bray Wyatt died. I'm sorry. It doesn't hit the same. It's not fun to me. I'm not a fan. I wasn't a fan of the vignettes. They're not really giving a shit about these guys. Let Bo Dallas just be Bo Dallas. Let Bo Dallas be an evil guy and let him just come out and do the Uncle Howdy shit against people. Like, I don't need the vignettes. Just come out and wrestle matches. And honestly, the whole Bray Wyatt thing they're trying to do, and I get it, they're trying to keep his legacy and everything. But to me, let it go. Like, he died. It's not the same. It hasn't been the same. And when they try it, they've tried it many times at this point. It's flopped. It's not been good. And it Triple H, The Rock, they're not really into it. It just seems like Alexa Bliss is sitting in turmoil. Where does she go? Now I'm hearing that she's going to be, I was reading on X's and Reddits and other places that WWE is now thinking about. And then I was reading on Sports Kita and a few other places that they're thinking about putting Bo Dallas behind Alexa Bliss. And Alexa Bliss is going to be the new ring general of the Wyatt Sick. And I'm just not a fan of that either. It's like, but,
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay. Alexa, mute yourself. Anyway, but yeah, the Wyatt Sick, I just don't know what they're going to do with them going forward. And to me, I think if you're not going to pull the trigger now, you're not going to give the fans what they want, you're not going to do the right things by them, then you need to get rid of them. You just need to get rid of the group. Honestly. If you're not gonna give, sorry, I'm gonna turn my camera off for a second. If you're not gonna give the Wyatt family or the legacy of anything, then get rid of them. Get rid of the whole gimmick. WWE has no faith in it then. Yeah, by the way, did you hear reports that WWE really wants Mariah May, but there is possibility she might go there. I don't see her fitting the... Okay, so Mariah May, I talked about it all last weekend when people are asking me my thoughts on the matter, right? On live streams. Mariah May is doing this for money. It's a money ploy, what it looks like to me. Every report I've heard, it's coming from Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez, and those two they don't have a really promising track record. I haven't really heard anything from Sean Ross Sapp very much on the matter. Usually Sean Ross Sapp is usually accurate, 95% of the time he's very accurate. And Deceased Soto is part of Fightful. I think she's part of Fightful. Hollywood Deceased Soto. Yeah, she's usually on the money with things too because she's like spot on with women's talent and stuff like that. So with news. But no, I haven't heard. WrestleVotes is reporting this. Yeah, but WrestleVotes' track record hasn't been really good either. That's another one. Like when I get wrestling reports, when I read wrestling reports, it's more from Sean Ross Sapp. If it's not coming from Sean Ross Sapp or some of the big like Sean Ross Sapp or usually Sean Ross Sapp or Wrestle Talk, I'm usually not really following it like that. Or PWI. If PWI or Sean Ross Sapp are not reporting it, I take it 9 out of 10 times. I usually take it as reportedly. Where, okay. But Mariah May in interviews have talked about this before. So I'm not like, again, when it comes to Mariah May, I've said this before. She's not going to fit in the WWE system. She's going to be lost in the sauce. I feel the same way about Britt Baker. And no, this is not an AEW fanboy thing. This is more of AEW needs her more than WWE does. And I think AEW, if they lose Mariah May, it would be a disaster. They need more women's talent in AEW. I feel like outside of Monet, Jamie Hayter, and the up-and-coming Billy Starks and Athena, they don't really have very much there. I like Julia Hart, right? Don't get me wrong. I would say Julia Hart. Those are your four, right? But you're not seeing them put any stock value into Ashita or supposedly they're bringing in Mina Shirakawa. If you're bringing in Mina, why don't you keep Mariah May there? Those two were working well together. So to me, if you're bringing in Mina Shirakawa, right? She already said she's going to AEW. She's signing on the dotted line once her her Stardom contract runs out, right? I would rather see Mariah May stay. That's just my personal opinion. Mariah May does not suit WWE to me. What are they going to do? I can already tell you what they're going to do. They're going to put her in NXT. They're going to try to float her up the NXT thing, and she's going to get lost in the sauce in the main roster. That's just the way I see it. That's the same way I feel about Roxanne Perez right now, right? The problem is with WWE, they went out and they got the big four. The problem is they went out and they got the big four, and I'm still upset over it. They went out and they got Jordynne Grace. They went out and got Delta, which is now known as Zyra. They went out and they got Julia, and then they went out and they got Stephanie Vaquer. And the only reason they got Stephanie Vaquer is because of what was going down with CMLL, and AEW was just a casualty at that time. And WWE swooped in and got her over one match that she did. They did not want her for the accolades that she had. Fuck no, they didn't. And I'm tired of people saying, oh, well, WWE's been scouting her for a kind of... So no. It was one match against Mercedes Moné that was 5 stars, match of the year candidate, and that's what they went with. I honestly think the way WWE goes, I honestly think they have too much women's talent. They don't need it anymore. Not for the next 6 years. Not for the next 6. I think WWE is loaded with young women's talent. Let me tell you, they got Core Jade. They got who's the other one? They got Chemical X. They got they got Jade Parker. They got plenty of women's talent. They don't need a Mariah May. Like, I'm sorry, but Mariah May is I honestly, I'm sorry to Mariah May. If you're a Mariah May fan and you want her to go to WWE, I think she's doing this as a money ploy. I do. And if she goes to WWE, hey, more power to her. I wish her all the best. I'm still going to be a fan. I'm not going to hate her for going to WWE. Get the bag when you can. But I just don't want to see you lost in the fucking sauce. And I feel the way of Malachi Black or Aleister Black and Rusev, and I'm sorry that people are going to disagree with me with this one, is that I feel like they're going to be lost in the sauce. I feel they're going to be Karrion Kross 2.0s. And I said that out loud. And I know somebody right now is like probably ready to type on their keyboards and tell me, how dare me say this? How dare me say that? Well, it's the truth. Look at Karrion Kross. They brought him back because Triple H took over. And what have they done with him outside of him? Finally, for that's all it's fucking holy, calling a promo that I can go, you know what? You have a right. Like, Rusev, like, literally, like, the crowd was more into Rusev than they were into Aleister Black. Aleister Black, they, going after The Miz is not, I'm surprised. Aleister Black should be in that, like, he should have debuted back for the United States belt. They should have had him for the United States belt. They didn't. Unfortunately. What's the score of the Laker game right now? What's the score right now? LeBron just took a three-pointer. What's the score? Lakers are down by 4 with 6 minutes remaining. Okay. All right. They're probably going to lose. Series is going to be very close. I said this is going to be a 7-game series at least. But a lot of people are telling me, oh, no, it's going to be done in 5. You watch. I don't think it's going that way. I know my basketball very well. Selena Vega winning title tonight. Winning. My whole being back on TV, not a good look on WWE. Seeing Nia Jax back, we've done this all last year, and I don't want to see this again. She just does not fit the mold of WWE. She needs to be released personally. I'm sorry, but my hole needs to go. She's not good. And she even says it herself. She can't wrestle. And they, all year long, had nothing but Nia Jax all year long. I do not want to see Nia Jax all year long this year. And that would just irritate me. Let's see here. Natalya to challenge the NW. Like, I don't, like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't care for Natalya's world tour right now. I get WWE's allowing her to go around and have world tour, but do I really give a shit about Natalya at this moment? Natalya should be on WWE winning fucking titles at this point. I'm sorry, but just a world tour ain't it, Chief. She should be winning titles. NXT belt. Come on. You had her come out during WrestleMania weekend doing the best work of her career. And for love that's all, even everything that's holy, please have her come out with Rage Against the Machine. Like, pay Rage Against the Machine money and have her come out and have the killing in the name of all the time. I'd be happy with that. I don't care for Selena Vega, even if she's heel. She's not a heel. She's face. Right now, she's currently a face. Chelsea Green's the heel, supposedly. That's how they're booking it. WWE announces storyline indefinite definite suspension for Gunther, supposedly. Breach Break will be airing over 2 nights, 4-hour blockbuster show. So here's my question with AEW, and I don't know if you guys feel the same way with me. Are they moving Collision to Thursdays? Are they going Thursday night Collision? Because I'm cool with that. If that's what they're going with on True TV. If they're going the way of Collision being on True TV, and they're going to go the way because there's going to be no more NBA on TBS, TNT for the next decade, are they going the way of putting wrestling on Thursday nights and then have hockey on Thursday, Fridays or Tuesday, Fridays, which I'm fine with? Travis Scott, they're already talking about, oh, God. This guy should not be in a ring, ladies and gentlemen. Should not be in a ring. Yeah, I'm definitely fine with AEW going Wednesday, Thursdays. I'm cool with that. Especially with supposedly NXT's talking about going back to Wednesdays. And they want to have Triple H is thinking about going back to Wednesdays. So we'll see what they do. Like, I wouldn't be mad if Collision went to and I know this sounds terrible, but I wouldn't be mad if Collision went to Dynamite went up to Tuesdays. And Collision went on Thursdays. I wouldn't be mad about that either. I just feel like Ring of Honor, and I said this in my night 1, night 2 reviews of WrestleMania, I said they need to figure out with Ring of Honor. Because Ring of Honor, they could do Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and they can have Ring of Honor on True TV every week. I think Ring of Honor should be their NXT. I've said this all along. I think they should have roster splits at this point. I think 2 championships would be great for, they can have a TBS championship. They can have the TBS championship over on, you know what I mean? And then they can have like the TBS United States title. They can have the, they could do something different. I think Tony Khan needs to go that way officially because it's hurting the product, especially when you have the Death Riders and John Moxley doing what they're doing. I know a lot of people don't agree with me. You can have that. You can have John Moxley and do the John Cena shit over on one show. And then on the other show, you can have it be like kind of like that, the fan service title. But that's my personal opinion. I know Tony Khan doesn't see it that way, but they got enough talent to do so. That's how I feel. I don't know why Travis Scott's getting a push. I'm reading the news right now. What's on the news? What I have in the docket that I'm looking on my side monitor. And Travis Scott, I have it written. Travis Scott. They're planning on doing an in-ring with him to have him part of this faction with John Cena. And I'm like, bro, that guy almost killed a guy in a ring. Gee, I don't want that guy. Bad Bunny, I would rather have Bad Bunny there being a bad guy, personally, with John Cena than I would rather have. Let's see, what else do we got going on? Impact Wrestling going to be live next week. We'll air live 10 p.m. Eastern Time next week, which I'll be watching. I'm glad to see Billy Starks getting a push from AEW in the women's division. Here's the pillars of the women's division right now. I'm going to tell you in AEW right now, right? I'm going to say it's going to be Athena, Toni Storm. I'm going to say Megan Bayne right now just because Megan Bayne looks like $1 million. And I'm becoming a Megan Bayne fan. I'm actually really liking Megan Bayne's work. She's got a devastating F5. I think if AEW did it right, what they need to do with her, and this is me being honest, make her the female AEW version of Brock Lesnar. Give her a manager. Give her a fucking manager. Bring Gail Kim in. Gail Kim's a free agent right now. Bring her in and have her be a manager for her. And literally have her kick ass. And then, like, Gail Kim could be, like, we could do hokey pokey little things like Paul Heyman. I'd be all right with that. John Cena and Randy Orton at Backlash, it ain't it for me, Chief. I'm totally not for it. If you want to call that cinema, you want to call that great WWE booking, you can go touch the grass for all I care. You're like those Nintendo fans that are out there that are justifying the Nintendo Switch 2. I stood in pre-order line for 4 hours just to have it, and I don't mind paying $80 per game. So you like getting ripped off. It's like WWE fans are saying, well, the ticket prices are too expensive, but I'll still go to their shows. Okay. If you have to pay $30,000 to go to a show, then you need to start questioning everything. $30,000 to go to a WWE event ain't it, Chief. You're an idiot if you think that is. $30,000 is a fucking car starting. Well, not anymore. $60,000, but still, $30,000 is expensive to anybody. Aleister Black, honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys. Let's see, what's the score? Oh, the Lakers are down by 3. Anthony Edwards, man, no joke. He's the truth. He's the truth. Oh, shot clock violation. Lakers get it back. All right. Joey title run ran its course, and I like him in TNA, sure. Bookham had bad considerations. He is their champion. Jeff Hardy would have been better choice. To be real with you, and I'm going to be honest, they could have had anybody outside of Joe Henry. They buried. What I wish they would have done, and I will tell you guys this straight up, and I said this on Monday. I said this on Monday during my game stream. I think it was you, Dream. I said this too. Joe Henry, they should have just had Joe Henry put the title on the line since they're in a partnership and have him lose and just have Randy Orton quickly have the title and then have somebody in TNA beat or have Randy Orton lose. You know, Randy Orton putting over TNA they don't value, right? This partnership, do you think they really value TNA? They don't really value TNA. What they could have done is they could have real quickly scrambled around Randy Orton and maybe at like a big pay-per-view, they have like maybe give the rub back to TNA. They could have done a million other things. To me, I would have rather seen Randy Orton and Joe Henry go at it for the TNA title and have him lose. Because Joe Henry now looks like a clown champion. That's the way they presented him. And I agree with a lot of people that are saying, what is Joe Henry going to do going forward with this gimmick? Because it's becoming very abundantly apparent that it's one-dimensional. And it's kind of like it's like Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode, glorious, I give in till I'm victorious. It ran its course 6 months down the line, and WWE did not capitalize with it. They brought him into WWE, made him literally Dolph Ziggler's lackey, put tag team belts on him, didn't really go anywhere, and then he went down the cards from there. And then they changed him to Robert Roode, which made no sense to me. And then he got a broken neck, and there's his career. His WWE run outside of his NXT stuff was terrible. And I feel bad. It's the same with Eric Young. Like, Eric Young came into WWE and Vince McMahon didn't know what to do. And when you hear Eric Young talk, he's not a big happy camper about it. WWE doesn't value anyone but themselves. TNA is absent or absurd. Is it absurd in this relationship? I hope they realize it's beneficial in the short term. They're probably not. I'm going to be honest with you guys. They're probably not going to care. Most likely, WWE will purchase TNA eventually, and that'll be that. It's kind of the same thing what they did with AAA. It's the same feeling I got with that. I think Anthem is going to sell eventually. I don't know when and where, but they'll probably sell. They've been reconstructing their company. I think they're going to sell. I really do. It's when and where. I think you'll see TNA give up their library. WWE doesn't value themselves. TNA is absurd in this relationship. Abysmal, absurd? I'm butchering that word. Hold on, I'm probably going to butcher this word. Hardcore in the paint. Probably. Law, TNA is always... TNA law. Well, again, like I said, TNA, I love TNA. I love everything to do with them. But I think by the summertime, they're going to be sold. I do. I think when and where. It's not today, but it'll be tomorrow. I know some of you are going to tell me that, I don't know what I'm talking about. Refs, I told you AAA was selling. I told you. AAA, if you listen to their interviews during WrestleMania weekend, they said they were in talks with WWE for 6 months. You didn't think if they would have kept that partnership with AEW, they wouldn't have bought them? Come on now. I love how AAA was fishing for business with anybody. TKO is well documented for buying. An abusive. Okay, I now finally said abusive in this relationship. Is it abusive? I'm probably still butchering that word. My apologies. Probably. Here, let me just put it in the earphones. Probably butcher. You guys, I have tough time with words or seeing it. So here we go. Here's Rev Sauce and being stupid. So here we go. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun with me. Yeah, and somebody already in my chat. This guy's in his 30s. Yeah, of course. Abused. Okay, I did say it right. Okay. All right. I thought it said absorbed for a minute there. So abused. There we go. There we go. I said it. I will admit I was wrong. So there we go. I had to translate a word. I said it right the first time. There we go. Cool. Abusive in this relationship is not good. CML is a lucha libre, no American influence, which is amazing. Yeah, but the thing is, here's my fear. And I'm going to tell you guys this straight up now. My biggest fear with both of these companies is that they're going to purchase other companies. What's the score of the Laker game? Oh, shit. So he's going to the line for 2. Edwards is going to sit down at the bench. Okay. But tonight, guys, honestly, I'm going to be real with you just to wrap this up real fast with you guys. Just to be honest with you, CMLL is all Lucha Libre, yes. No American influence, but I wouldn't be surprised since they're under the New Japan branch. I would not be surprised if New Japan sold to AEW. I would not be surprised if AEW turned around and sold themselves. And I know some people don't want to hear that from me, but I would not be surprised if AEW entertained a sell of New Japan Pro Wrestling to them, or New Japan entertained a sell. And that's my biggest fear, because here's the thing: The Rock and Triple H and TKO, they're money hungry. That's the biggest fear in this whole thing. Them buying AAA. AAA, I did not like them buying AAA. So there you go. Let's get to the rest of it. Bianca Belair announced that she has 4 broken fingers and she's going to be out of action. May require surgery for a moment. So she's gone for a minute. Not surprised. I'm not surprised with the broken fingers. She had one hell of a match at WrestleMania with Rhea Ripley and again an EOS guy. So get healed. Again, I did not watch AEW this week. I think I did to an extent. I don't remember it. Gunther is being indefinite suspended. Faxium joined WWE SmackDown, which was a great move. Faxium got a victory over Legado del Fantasma. Great little tag team match. Aleister Black showed up. John Cena. I'm gonna take a take that most of you are not gonna like this week. I am giving SmackDown the better review than I am Raw. I am. Because I did enjoy Selena Vega winning a belt. I enjoyed Faxium. I felt the Faxium match was really good. And I felt personally that a lot of it's not choreographed or manufactured. Yes, Aleister Black was a downside of things. But to be honest with you, I kind of enjoyed SmackDown a little bit more this week than I did Raw. And I know somebody's going to say, what about Paul Heyman's little segment? Yeah, that's great. You could have that. I saw that one coming. But I thought SmackDown, with the title changes, with making the Street Profits look a little bit better, I honestly enjoyed SmackDown more than I did Raw. And unfortunately, in my opinion this week, I am giving slightly better score to SmackDown this week, 8.85 this week. And I know people are going to disagree with me with this one, but I'm giving it a slight edge over Raw. Just because of the title change, because of the TLC match. I wasn't the biggest fan of it. You hear at the beginning of the review, I wasn't a big fan of it, but I was entertained. And I kind of liked the fact that Damian Priest are making look like a monster, and I'm cool with that. Oh, and two, I like the fact that I was watching on Netflix and there was no ads. So there you go. There should be entertainment add to it. Well, let's see. I will say SmackDown had more quality wrestling than Raw, which should be the main purpose of a wrestling show. The entertainment added to it. Well, the thing about SmackDown, what I really like is Jake. And another thing, Jacob Fatu. We didn't talk about that. Jacob Fatu tonight was also my other favorite thing on SmackDown. I have more favorite things on SmackDown than I do Raw at this moment. Like, And that's, I'm going to be honest, you can honestly say this week too is a kind of a toss-up too. If you go by my scoring sheet, I think I gave Raw an 8.725 and I gave this one an 8.8. So if you go there, it's like you're itching. Oh, the Lakers are going to lose. So the Lakers are going to lose tonight. They're down by 9. Yeah, this is going to be a back and forth series. For anybody that tells me the Lakers are not going to have a back and forth series, you're out of your goddamn mind. I even knew wrestling first, entertainment second. Well, I will say I wish WWE and also TKO would do, or sorry, AEW both. They get caught in this void where they have to do tons of wrestling matches and be really good, right? And their whole goal tonight, if you go there with SmackDown tonight, was to get your mind off of what's going on with Triple H and The Rock. Well, I'm not going to say they did that. I'm going to say that they gave you quality matches for what it was tonight. And I know a lot of you are going to disagree with me here. But when it comes down to it, I'll have to watch AEW a little bit. I'll have to sit down and watch it a little bit. And then I would probably watch Collision. Or did Collision already happen this week? Because I think they've been doing Wednesday, Thursdays. I'm not 100%. Guys, I haven't kept up with AEW in a minute, so you got to bear with me. I've been keeping up with SmackDown and Raws and NXTs because of WrestleMania weekend. So, and all that. So, as I've been coming back, I've been following more WWE than I have AEW. So, you got to bear that in mind. You know, supposedly I'm an AEW shill, right? Fanboy, right? Most of you say that. I'm just a woke AEW fanboy. So there you go. And I'm asking for quality on both shows, entertainment storyline wise. If they provide it, I get you. You're more of an entertainment first wrestling guy. To me, if you're going entertainment wise, you're gonna get that from Raw. Raw gives you the entertainment. Raw has the better storylines and stuff like that. So if you're going there, Raw has the better entertainment side of things than over wrestling, where SmackDown got you on the opposite side of that, more wrestling than entertainment. And then NXT, in my opinion, has a little bit of both. A little mix of both. Now, you may be asking me, Rev, why haven't you watched the new stuff on WWE Evolved or this, that, and the third? The reason I haven't watched all those shows is because, to me, they're just feeder system shows for the main shows or NXT in general. That's why I don't watch them, and I just don't have the time to watch every single wrestling show out there, especially when I'm game streaming and have a family and a life. You know, especially with me looking like I'm moving because of financial woes or figuring it out. I just don't have the time like that to sit down and do that. So there you go. There you go. And about the Wyatts, I don't want people to think that I'm being an a-hole about that. I think, you know, since Bray Wyatt is dead, since Bray Wyatt's been dead, they just don't have any idea what to do with his legacy. They have no idea what to do with him in general. You know what I mean? Where AEW, when Brody Lee died, they kind of kept his legacy alive for a while. And then the Dark Order was, kind of falling apart. Still, the Dark Order's still around, right? But AEW did better when it came to after when Brody Lee died and kept his memory going. And they still tried to here and there to do so. Where WWE, the problem is with the Wyatt. And I know a lot of people, there's a lot of people that love him, but he had his time in the sun. And the problem is, I just don't see where WWE, they don't know what to do with them. They seriously don't know what to do with the group. Personally, that's what's happening. All about character arcs and development, which Shawn Michaels does a great job at it. Sometimes, I do not like what they're doing with Trick Williams at the moment. Trick Williams is kind of just bleh. He's meh at the moment. I don't like his heel persona. Just like I don't like when Carmelo Hayes does the heel stuff. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. NXT is more type of show, both wrestling and entertainment, which wrestling is slightly being favored, but isn't the main thing. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, this week's score, I'm going to give it a little bit more to SmackDown this week. Last week, it was kind of the opposite. I gave it to Raw more than I did SmackDown. But I didn't do a go-home show for Raw because it would have been 2 days late, and I just didn't want to put it up 2 days late. So I decided to come back last Friday. We've been back for a week. It's been interesting. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to fire up another stream. I got to go to the bathroom and stuff. I'm going to take a quick break, grab a water, and then we're going to get to regular streaming. So if you guys want to continue the wrestling stuff, feel free to continue the wrestling stuff with me over in my game streams. We're going to be live, YouTube, Beam, Twitch, a few other places. You'll know when I fire up the stream where we're going to be, how things are going to go. Or I may just be straight on Twitch. Who knows with me. But anyway, tomorrow, Saturday. Here's what's going on with me. I got to go to a couple places tomorrow. I got some chores to do tomorrow. I got to be cleaning my house because we're getting our house evaluated and getting an offer for it. So I will be like streaming here and there on Saturday. So like I may stream for a few hours, go clean for a few hours, stream a little bit. So if you see me going on and off streams or replay streams, don't get mad at me. It's because I'm doing a million other things. And I still want to keep my channel active, consistent, and going. So there you go. Yesterday, I did not stream anything yesterday because I did not feel good. Yesterday, I had my IBS kicked in. I tried Pepto. I tried Imodium. I tried Gas X. I tried everything. And I just couldn't. Like, my toilet became my best friend yesterday. It was like, it was redonkulous how bad it was. So I tried. I said it like 12 at night. I'm going to go live now. My stomach's feeling good. No. My stomach was not done with me yet. It went for round 2, and it wasn't fun. I was all the way up until 5 o'clock this morning. Up like nonstop, back, forth. And by the way, I was keeping hydrated, right? Eventually, I went out and with whatever I had left on my EBT card, I went and got myself Gatorades and stuff. Like, I think I got Prime. Because in the store, they don't, like, in one of my stores, they don't really sell Gatorade. They sell mostly Prime. And electrolytes are electrolytes. So at the end of the day, I just got that and some Pedialyte to keep me hydrated. And I was like, is this stuff going to, and more Imodium. And I was like, is this stuff just going to go away, man? Anyway, stay tuned for a stream here in the next 20 minutes. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm going to, check my house real quick. But we are back better than ever, baby. So hopefully everybody enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys